Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got a few events just been dropped for this week. You've guessed it. When I talk about an event, it's not like, oh, what we're going to do. It's where we're going to spend some money. And honestly, it's just kind of like, let's have a bit more imagination raid about the events. But let me talk you through what's coming on. So we've got Clan v Clan kicking in from tomorrow. This is the first Clan versus Clan where there are personal rewards. See, we've got a button here, personal rewards. Depending on which tier you are in, the rewards, I guess, are kind of juicy in a way. I mean, it's a chunk of energy. We're talking, I'm in tier 6 here on my main. Chunk of energy, 1 epic book, couple of void shards, couple more epic books. So that's 4 epic books so far, 4 void shards and a sacred shard. Okay, couple of bits of crit damage gear, like who cares really. Decent amount of clan experience, albeit we probably want clan gold rather than clan experience, and quite a lot of 4-star chickens. Okay, so look, if they were just being gifted out, you'd be like, yeah, I'll take those. Let me see what my free to play is up to. So my free to play, I think, is in a tier 2 right now. Way less energy, 2 books, 1 ancient shard. It's way less kind of sexy, but you do have a few chickens in there. Again, if it's just like additional stuff which you were definitely going to get, you'd be like, yeah, thanks, that sounds good. Tier 1s, which I guess is like 90% of the player base, way less energy, no shard at all, 1 book. It's actually a little bit weak. And as you scale up, obviously, the rewards start to get a bit better, yeah? Now, the thing with this is you have to win the tournament to get your personal rewards, okay? So I guess, look, they're trying to make sure that people go for it in Clan v Clan, not just go through the motions and get the kind of milestone rewards. And that's kind of where we're at right now. And I've got to say, this particular time, lifesteal gear for a tier 6 clan, you know, this is not what tier 6 should be about. Lifesteal gear is like early to mid game. You kind of outgrow it and then you push for speed gear, savage gear, immunity gear, you know, other stuff. Maybe Swift Parry would be cool to see in here. You know, stuff which is a bit more relevant. But as it is, lifesteal gear is not that relevant for an endgame player. And obviously, the other tiers have got less. So the milestone rewards you will get anyway. But the personal rewards, as far as I understand, you will only get if you win. So the one thing we've got to call out here is the amount of points you need to get the good stuff. 400,000 points to get Sacred Shard. I mean, you're talking about probably double what the average person can get if they're just playing the game. Yeah, and that's what, so normally that's what I do. I play the game, I do my faction war level 21s, I do my 3v3 hits, I do the arena hits, I play clan boss, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I do all of it. And I normally get somewhere over 200,000 points on my main. Okay, and that's me playing the game properly for 2 days straight. So to double that means you're resetting 3v3 arena and just playing that a ton. You're probably crafting up loads of gear and rolling it up, which I kind of do anyway. That kind of counts in my playing the game, honestly. I burn my forge materials and then I roll some of it up. I mean, yeah, they haven't changed this number. Honestly, it's a bit of a joke. What would that look like for my free-to-play? Couple of 100,000 for the free-to-play, never getting there. 100,000 maybe. No, that's still crazy high for a tier 1. I think as a free-to-play, if you think about what a tier 1 needs to do to hit max points, 600,000 with a clan of 30 people, yeah? So you're talking like 20,000 points each person to get to the max milestone. We're actually talking about here 100,000 points to get to your max milestone, which honestly is only an epic book. Yeah, same as ever, guys. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. So alongside that, they're doing some summoning stuff. Obviously, you get a lot of points if you get new legendary champions, new epic champions as part of the Clan v Clan. They're really trying to get people to pull shards through these events. I'm curious to know if people are doing it. Comment below who is. I've not pulled a single shard unless it relates to a fusion or I can't tell you a single time that I've pulled in the Clan v Clan, but they do put out some crazy champs. So the next one, or the one they're going to put out for tomorrow, the 12th, is the hardest hitting champion in the game. And funny, I did a plat reset today. This was the absolute meta champion to allow you to play in plat for offense. Yeah, so Trunda is the hardest hitting champion if you only take into account people that don't need a crazy setup. Okay, now Robar hits harder, Ruel hits harder. Who else have we got? I think Solus is on a similar sort of place. There's a few which kind of hit to this same crazy level, but they require some sort of setup. They require either a certain debuff to be out there before they hit. They require a certain amount of buffs on you or a certain amount of debuffs on the enemy. There's always kind of some sort of niche around what do you need to make them work. Trunda doesn't need that. Trunda's just like flex and go. She doesn't care. Trunda's one of the few champions where you can smack through almost anything, and as long as you've got Savage gear on, pretty much you win the day. You don't even necessarily need someone to do a decreased defense ability with Trunda in the team. She can smack through a lot. This is about as defensive and nasty a team as you're going to face in the day-to-day, not in plat reset, in the day-to-day, and she hits straight through it. 15% less damage, protects your team, built-in mechanics to protect himself. We still hit straight through it with a Trunda. So they've dropped Trunda for Tuesday. What I've realized as of this morning is Trunda is not the meta for plat reset anymore. If you want to farm gold 4, she's the best champion in the game, albeit you could argue that the fastest and easiest way just to farm gold 4 is still a blender team. So let's see if I'm actually quick enough here. Yeah, so a blender team still comes in and annihilates your enemy. And I mean, actually Necro protected them there, so pretty much egg on my face. But this is still the fastest style of gold 4 farming. If you just, maybe I've got a bunch of plat people here. Yeah, it's still the fastest way of gold 4 farming, medal farming. We know this game takes a long time, and this is better than a Trunda farm because it's just so quick. So you might argue blender for during the week, and then actually the meta champion at the minute is 2 Rotuses, honestly. And I found that out today. So that's going to be the Tuesday. The Wednesday is a champion I do not have, who actually is awesome. Really fun champ. So Tumesia hits pretty damn hard, very fast, good base stats. She's got decreased defense A1. Goes up to 100% if there's HP burn out there. She does an AoE A2, attacks and puts HP burn out. 100% chance if you book her out. 75% chance, again, goes up to 100 to stun if they've got more than 50% turn meters. It's like Spider Insanity. Both the best damage dealer plus one of the best stun mechanics or control mechanics. And then if they don't have the full turn meter, then they get decreased speed anyway. This is really, really strong. It's also strong for a lot of Doom Tower content where, HP burn is kind of king. And then she's got this nuke on her A3 as well. So, there's a lot going on, up to 400% extra damage here on her A3. A lot going on with her kits. Whenever an ally receives a freeze, 50% chance of replacing it with a burn. This debuff cannot be blocked or removed. And this damage increase also counts for people on your team with a burn. So yeah, she's super cool, really cool champion. She's going to be on the Wednesday. But again, firstly, do you have any shards left after this debacle of the fusion stuff going on over the weekend? I'd be surprised if you do. So you're only really going to get in the mix if you're pulling shards, buying shards, but that's up to you, I guess. And then the final event that's going to drop also on the Wednesday for Spider is going to be a 2x chance to get accessories for Shadowkin. Okay, so I haven't even got a proper team set up here. Basically, Shadowkin, we know they're going to be featuring in Faction Wars before too long. I'd imagine most people that have played the game for a while now are starting to get themselves, a decent array of champions together. And If you're anything like me, it's easily your kind of weakest champion set for year for Spider. So this one actually is not a terrible thing. You know, I'm really short on banners because you can't dictate when you're going to get these. So, you know, normally you've got what? How many factions do we have here? Like 15, is it? 14, something like that. Anyway, normally it's a 1 in 14 chance. Now it's a 2 in 14 chance. It's still pretty low chance, but you know, it is what it is. I guess if you're going to be farming Spider anyway to fall in line with what's going on with the fusion or the clan versus clan stuff that you're working on, then it's just an extra chance to get Shadowkin stuff. It's fine, whatever. I don't mind that at all. But there you go, guys. So that's it for the events coming up. Comment below. Is this something you would pull shards for? The Beast of Trunder, Tumesia, and what do you think about the personal rewards? Is it going to push you to spend more resources, do more than you already do in Clan v Clan? Or is it just a case of, if we win, we win? I've been Hell Hades. I will catch you later.